yeah, shining through the solstice portal. So coming through the other side, we've still got a few days to acclimatize to this beautiful new energy. Yeah, we have NAVARATRI. It's not a very big one. It's one usually just which devotees do. There's usually there's 4 NAVARATRIs in the year. Most people just do the one, which is around about September. There's the other one which a lot of people do, which is in March. So then we've got the January and this one here now, which is around about this time, and it starts on the 26th. I did get the dates a little wrong. It finishes on the 4th of July. So I just thought it was just such a blessing from the universe to move through this amazing solstice portal with all this energy of the sun, and to breathe and to really bond with the 9 aspects of the goddess Durga, which is, it's like a transition, it's like a journey of the hero's journey for women, yeah, from young maiden all the way through the crazy Kali to the resurrection of Kali, and then to the beautiful Mars goddess, yeah. Slightly different in the Indian tradition and the Hindu tradition, in that she just becomes this beautiful, translucent woman with so many beautiful powers and love. She doesn't stay as the hag, still full of wisdom. She moves on from that, which is quite nice to move on. You don't have to stay as the hag for too long. So great. How's everybody been? Our energies are a little slowed down today. Everybody's wearing jerseys again and sweaters. We've got a cool day coming up. We had this really pumping hot weekend. And extra sunshine for the solstice. And just letting us know that the sun is going down under rather rapidly. I think we stay in a bit of a still point for about a week or 2 weeks even before you really notice it. I notice the sun changing, and it's literally 10 minutes every day. Or is it 20 minutes? I think it's 20 minutes every day. It's like adds up quickly, yeah. It's the sunset, and then the sun. I said sunset and sunrise, which change, yeah. So let us be really grateful and clear these 3 beautiful parts of our being, the 3 energies of the infinity, clearing our heart space, making even more space for light, because this is hugely what we're working with now, is bringing in more light into our being and just opening ourselves up more and more and more and more to receive the light, so that we are all like little spheres of light around the planet, or beacons of light wherever you're planted right now. And we did say a while ago, just shine where you are. Shine, 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 shine where you are. It's quite simple. Whatever you do in love. Yeah. So let us just clear, awaken lots of things with these beautiful bells. Om Mani Padme Hum, bringing in the amazing goddess of compassion. The Tibetan Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra of Kuan Yin, the awakening of the beautiful lotus, the blooming and awakening of the lotus, and within the pearl within the lotus, which is our sacred inner sanctum of our hearts. So here we go. and down to our base chakras. And up to our crown chakra. Wonderful. It feels a lot clearer. So we were talking yesterday about the energies of solstice. Let's light some magical incense and smoke stuff out. Bringing in our sacred things, anointing our homes, our beings, every action with something beautiful. Hello, my baby. You're getting such a beautiful look from the Yuki buns. Just anointing us, crossing thresholds, moving more and more into the space of gratitude and beauty and love and just being a human being. Just whatever you do, do with love. Above all else, be kind. What you do, do with care. Be full of care, be careful. Beautiful holy smoke just clearing out the energies. In Africa, they use tobacco. They sell big tobacco leaves and they burn tobacco to chase away negative elementals. It's a big one. So let us have a look here. Back to where we were. Oops. Which is actually working with the solstice energies. I just want to see, I think I did finish. I know I had to leave a little early yesterday because I had Yuki really chattering. And I think we pretty much completed that. I was just like being aware of how important the sun actually is in our life. And especially even more so, how important it was for seeing, for growing. And as we said, nothing, absolutely nothing grows without the sun. And then, as I said, the universe has actually done something really just so amazing. Because I think some people might be in the still point. I am, and I'm really just enjoying some of that. Just keeping my head beautifully on the goddess's lap right now. That's kind of where I'm feeling right now. It's just embracing the still point between this huge outpouring of energy and the huge amount of action that we felt on the planet. Everything has it's fast, but it's slow. It's like you feel like we're going really fast, but at the same time it's time to just breathe and digest these incredible energies and take them and fill up your auric space with it. So I think I am anyway, so some of us are in retrieval mode, where we're feeling that spot with this huge influx of energy that parts of us are scattered across lifetimes and star systems, and we are returning. This can feel like being overwhelmed or frozen, but it's really just reassembling at the divine level. It's yet again compressing all these timelines into one. And right now, there's just, for me, and I'm feeling maybe some others are feeling, that there's a beautiful time to just rest within the mother's arms. And that's where I'm just so blessed that we have Navaratri coming up around the corner. Starts tomorrow afternoon, so we'll just go through some of the goddesses and what they signify, what Navaratri is. As I said, it's not a big one. It's not celebrated by many. It is a big one. They're all big. It's not celebrated as hugely as the others, but remember that there are 4 every year. Yeah? So it's about surrendering, even just briefly, and being held in the earth, and let the earth and the Divine Mother bathe you in the same love that you're needing and that you're striving for. Just lie back and just allow the wisdom and the love of the Mother just to wash over you. Remember also that your light bodies are upgrading hugely, so you're being called to eat slightly differently, to think about what you're doing with your food. Lots and lots of visions of geometry and fractals. I'm just seeing fractals and flowering things. I'll put up what I see just now when I'm meditating. I'm just taking a step back just to fill myself with whatever the universe is actually guiding me and showing me to do with this next phase. It's a very big phase, and I'm really feeling that I've jumped a big quantum jump, and it's like, where did I land? So it's just to listen to myself and just to take each step as it comes along the way, and not to question too much. Because I really feel that the next month is really important, and definitely the next 18 hours. I think a lot of us did some crazy quantum jumping. I mean, Victor moved houses just like kind of overnight. Josh has opened up a new show. Yeah, so some things we're seeing, but other things we're not seeing. And it takes a lot of bravery and it takes a lot of courage. And you have to just know that you have the courage. Yeah? So it's also a huge, for many of us, we are becoming living flames of the Venus and the Christ light. Not an easy one to jump over. For some it's easier, but for me it's like quite a big thing. It's like a big calling to do. Even though I've been holding so much for so long, and really just pouring out that Christ energy and that Holy Mother energy, um, I'm really feeling like the little fledgling that's pushed out the nest. Like got to find her wings all over again. And that's okay. Yeah, as I say, this is not small work. The merging of unconditional love, Venus, with the planetary stewardship, it's caring for the planet of the Christ light, requires that your human self digest the cosmic vastness of what is unfolding. So I'm just going to be enjoying the Navaratri energies in this beautiful 9 days of just surrender. Oh, Divine Mother, wrap me now in your cloak of starlight. I surrender the burden of doing and rest in the grace of being. Let all that I have poured return to me as blessing. I allow my soul to weave itself anew in the silence. I am love, I am held, I am becoming. Very, very powerful and beautiful time right now. 1818. So let's just talk a little bit about Navaratri. Um, and I've got so much on Navaratri. I was just doing some research again on Kali, because Kali has got 19 aspects which I'd like to get into sometime. Navaratri and Kali goes back like way back, 3,500 years BC. So it's quite a lot. I'm not quite sure where. That's I'll have to do a bit more research, but it's definitely obviously similar times frame as well. I'm just, I don't know, I keep losing things at the moment. My brain cell is not as fresh at the moment as it would like to be. It kind of is feeling a little overwhelmed and a little like worked upon. And that's okay. I really thought that I had saved this. It was a whole pile of beautiful lily. There we go. Navaratri. Now the last one was on March the 30th, Navaratri. Yeah. So Navaratri means 9 nights. Yeah, so it's a expansion of the 9 nights that it's 10 days and 9 nights that we celebrate the goddess. So as I say, it starts official, but I'll start posting about it tomorrow so that you can have it first thing in the morning. So you do the preparation and the night if you want to, but you don't need to do too much. Just know that it's like 9 nights and it's working with the amazing from the young lady of Brahmachari. Of Shalaputri, who is, I posted her up there. She comes like riding. Let's see if we've got our pictures here somewhere. Where are we? Hini, hello, my beautiful. Don't you think the universe is just so amazing to give us Navaratri tomorrow? Well, tomorrow afternoon, actually, officially 26th. I mean, just as we are blending into these new energies of the solstice, which is huge. I think hugely about the mother and connecting with the mother energy. Hello, my lovely. Thank you, Hini. 12, 12, 2, 2, 2, 2. Lots of 2, 2, 2s. Yeah. I'm feeling very mellow. I would like to be feeling a more rah-rah, but I'm not. And I'm just going to really enjoy the energies of Navaratri. It's not a big one, but it is celebrated by a lot of devotees. The major one comes in September, and then the second major one is in March, but there is one in January, and this one now, which starts on the 26th. until the 4th of July. But you couldn't have planned this any better if you'd had a Navaratri planner after the solstice right now, to actually just have a breather and then to breathe into the goddess, just to assimilate these beautiful energies and to work with the elements of Navaratri and to work through that. So we'll work through that for 9 days, because it is also, it's the conquering of light. Did I talk for a whole minute? 9:30, is that today? Is that today? What's today? Tuesday. Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, great. I'll try and make that one. I'll have to set that. No, I have to always like work it out on my. Thank goodness I wouldn't be able to do maths without my fingers. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 o'clock in the morning for me. It's okay. Yeah, I've had a few because I've done like a long, like a 5-day intense meditation, and like a little like sleep deprived and battered. Yeah, they're quite big. So as I said, I don't know where I am right now. I'm not sure which buttons to push. Just know it's really interesting right now. Lots of new energy coming along. And yeah. So Navaratri is the recognition of the goddess Durga and her 9 aspects, working from the maiden all the way through the crone to the old beautiful wise woman. So to just we had them, as I've been working so much on them. There we go. So I don't want to like do too many spoiler alerts. First we have Shailaputri, which literally means the mountain maiden, and she is, or it means the daughter of the mountain, and she is the youthful. Oh, I didn't have her up there. Let's just pop her up here. She rides the bull of Nandi, and here is Shailaputri. She rides the bull of Nandi, and she is very symbolic of Sita, who was Shiva's first love. So she holds the trident of Shiva, and Nandi, who is Shiva's best guna, and his love, his most devoted servant. She talks to us hugely about being innocent and strength, new beginnings, and just absolute trust in the divine. She's the embodiment of pure potential, innocent, grounded, and full of promise. Just like the first steps on a journey, she reminds us that all greatness begins with trust in our path and the courage to begin. So as we're moving through this, let's just acknowledge this. Maybe a lot of people do fast over Navaratri, or do like a soft fast where you just eat fruit in the day. You can eat your other stuff at night. A lot of them do stop eating meat and garlic and onions. A lot of people will also not eat rice during the 9 days, but it's up to you. You don't have to be so. I mean, obviously, there's different levels of fasting that we can do. Oh no. Yeah, you know how it feels. Yeah, this was 5 days nonstop. The birds are beautiful, and it just always amazes me how you walk so, and they're right here. They can be, but you can't see them. They just like still chirping. I'm really enjoying the birds this year. I'm going to miss them when they go away for winter. Yeah. Why is Jared having a homer tonight? Oh, well, I'll see. Maybe he's doing it for NAVARATRI. Anyway, hopefully I'll be there and catch them on. Yeah. So that's our maiden, and then we move on to the devotee, and I have to double check my words. And she is Brahmacharini, which is the devoted seeker, and she is the serene student of the soul, and she carries the holy water pot. I forgot to. No, I didn't put a picture of her up here. This is like higher grade for me right now. Brahmacharini, there she is, with her devotional beads and her water pot. Oh. She's always clad in white. She is the goddess of devotion, determination, and spiritual strength. She is clad in white, walking barefoot with a rosary in one hand and a sacred water pot in the other. She radiates calm power. She teaches us the beauty of discipline, the grace of patience, and the quiet fire of unwavering faith. In her essence is devotion, inner strength, sacred study, and the blossoming of willpower. She's doing her chanting with nobody watching. She's learning the essence of, what am I doing when nobody's watching? Am I still studying? Am I still praying? Am I still doing my beautiful chanting? And then we move into day 3, which is Chandraganta. I always see these goddesses, the more I read about them and learn about them, they are like the Fool's Journey, the Joseph Campbell's Fool's Journey. The Fool's Journey is amazing. I just somewhere maybe think that it's maybe a little more masculine, whereas this is definitely embracing the feminine aspect of everything. Yeah, the devotee, very little. Chandraganta, she is the wise young warrior woman, and she has this crescent. When these goddesses have this crescent, they like usually like anointed and claimed very much by Shiva. Here we go. Chandraganta appears as a fierce yet graceful protector, with a half moon on her forehead like a glowing bell. She rides a tiger and carries divine weapons in her many arms, yet her heart is full of compassion. She is the young woman who learns to channel her strength with elegance. She teaches us that being gentle doesn't mean being weak. Her essence is of courage, grace under fire, protection, standing up for justice with love. So she's still our young maiden. She's moving into her late 20s. Then we have this girl who's 20, now she's 28. 28. She must have had her Saturn return. She's Kushmunda, the radiant cosmic mother. She's got all her power. One way or another, she's gone through her Saturn return, and she's like standing hugely in her power right now. This is, it doesn't matter whether it was easy or not, but she feels powerful. I'm just trying to get Chandamundra here. Kushmanda. I love this one of her. She's kind of got everything. She's gone through her Saturn return, her awakening of dark night of the soul, and she's in power. You know, there was a time I said, I'm not employing any 28 or 29-year-olds no more. They got enough to. I'm not dealing with that stuff. I would do very interesting interviews for people that worked for me. So Kushmanda is the radiant cosmic mother, and her name means Ku, which means little, and Ushma, which means warmth or energy, and Anda, which means the cosmic egg. So she's now complete. She feels she's in her strength, and together, the one who created the universe with a little smile. She just ploops, she gave birth to a little egg, and ploops, she gave birth to another little egg. Kushmanda is the gentle spark behind all of creation. With her radiant smile, she births the cosmic egg and fills the universe with light. Often shown with 8 arms and riding a lion, she reminds us that even the tiniest warmth within us can birth galaxies of joy. She is the blossoming woman, confident in her creative power. And her essence is creation, inner radiance, gentle confidence, the power of a smile to light up the world. Once she has her power, as I said, generally a Saturn return, we move into Skandamata, the nurturing mother of the divine child. So should be in her early 30s, I should imagine. Skandamata. Yeah. The mother of Skanda. That's what it means. And she has protection in her hand, and she is blessing. She has 4 arms. She holds her children. Sometimes she's got 7 children. But she's holding the blossoms, the lotus blossoms of blessings. Oh, they're challenging to work with, absolutely. It's just when they were coming around with their Saturn return, I had to. I got bitten a few times, so I just definitely. It was just get over your poop, yeah. You know. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, he is absolutely. Oh, it's new moon already. Ah, yeah. Thanks. Is it new moon already? I don't know where we are. There's just too much happening. Yeah, Joseph Campbell is absolute hero. I didn't know, but I just recently saw a little while ago that they actually had him as a consultant on Star Wars. When they were filming, which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah, the hero's journey is quite amazing. But working with this, if you work with this, it's such a nice, gentle way. So it's working very much with the feminine aspect. I think Joseph Campbell, as I just said earlier, it's absolutely a hero's journey, and we all do that. But it feels more masculine to me. Not that there should be any difference, but it is more masculine. Yeah. This is the nurturing mother who will actually drop, she will protect her children any way she can. Like a crazy spider lady. No, the power of the mother. So she is the calm, radiant mother energy. Skanda, it literally means Kartikeya, the god of war. And Mata means mother, so she's the mother of Skanda. Skanda Mata is the calm, radiant mother energy. She holds her divine child Skanda on her lap and rides a lion, showing that motherhood is not weakness, but a fierce strength wrapped in gentleness. She glows with maternal love, and her presence reminds us that the feminine journey includes nurturing both others and the power of light within ourselves. Her energy is both soft and strong, the sacred balance between care and courage. She teaches us that true empowerment often comes from quiet grace and selfless love. Ah, the selflessness of a mother. And you know what's so amazing is so often her children don't know it. They only figure it out much later. I mean, I think that that's just so awesome how we protect or we hide what we're doing from the struggles of life from our children. Her essence is the nurturing wisdom of the mother, strong, serene, and luminous with inner devotion. And for most it's that protecting the mother. Yeah. And yeah, they actually had him on set. He was there, he was a consultant. And it was him that suggested that they put in Yoda. Said they didn't have Yoda at first. So he suggested they brought in Yoda. Mm. Oh, I must have a look at that. Thanks, Heaney. Thanks very much for that. Yeah. Yeah, there's the kind of metaphysical side of it really, really intrigues me. Mm. You know, we were in South Africa, we were really deprived of a lot of knowledge, yeah. A lot of art, because we also was quite far away. A lot of art and a lot of knowledge. I went to, and obviously we had a lot of embargo and what do they call it? You know, when they don't come and visit us, sanctions in the arts, music, the arts. No, a lot of stuff because of our politics wasn't allowed in South Africa. They would go to sort of, you know, there's always like ways to get around things. So we had this little neutral territory of quite a few hundred kilometers away from us. So a lot of musicians did go there. Not that many though, not that many. Yeah. It is. It's a very, very, very hard job. My mother summed it up so beautifully once with the school situation. And she said it's very difficult being a teacher. It's even more difficult being a parent. But most of all, it's extremely difficult to be a child, especially when you have issues in the school situation, which unfortunately they happen. Yeah. I think we survive. Yeah. I always thought I was a good mum, maybe too good. Yeah. Where were we? Skandamata, and then ta-dam, Katyayani. Oh, these goddesses are just so beautiful. So Katyayani is the fierce warrior of justice. And she stands up for her children. They're a little bit bigger. And she stands here. You know, it becomes, it's kind of quite natural to see how they develop, the goddesses, because you realize, you start to look at the world differently through your children's eyes, but at the same time through a parent's eyes. And you know how difficult and how simple things are to be beautiful. And you start to stand up for the justice of the underdog. Literally, Katyayana means the daughter of the sage Katya. She is the warrior form of the goddess, born to restore cosmic balance. Katyayani is fiery, bold, and utterly unstoppable. She rides a lion and carries weapons, ready to face injustice head on. But make no mistake, her fierceness is born of love. She is the fierce protector of truth, purity, and divine Dharma. As the sacred feminine evolves, Katyayani represents the phase where we step fully into our power, no longer seeking approval, but walking boldly in our truth. She reminds us that the awakened woman is both love and lightning. The fearless heart of the divine feminine, courageous, protective, and full of purpose. When I lived in the States, it was just so interesting how women really embraced their power in their 40s, when the children had grown a little bit. And they really, from 45 onwards, they were just a whole another anointed breed of being, which is the right time to embrace your power. When you're young, you're a little bit too hot-headed, and as George Bernard Shaw said, youth is wasted on the young sometimes. Yeah. And then we move into the fearless embrace of darkness, Kalaratri, which means dark night. She's so prepared for war. Ta-da! I love the fact that she rides a donkey, because donkeys can be so stubborn, but it just actually shows you how much even more power she has to even direct and to tame, to like get the donkey moving in her journey. Yeah. She comes with all her fearsomeness. To bring light into the darkness. Yeah. Kalaratri literally means the dark night, the one who dissolves fear by walking through it. Kalaratri is the fiercest form of the goddess, wild, untamed, with hair flowing like storm winds and eyes that blaze like fire. She is not here to harm, but to protect and to purify. She destroys illusions and fears, cutting through everything that stands in the way of liberation. In the sacred journey of the feminine, Kalaratri is the deep night before the dawn, when everything we thought we were begins to dissolve. She asks us to let go, trust the void, and discover the radiant light that lives within the darkness. Her essence is the liberator of fear, the destroyer of illusion, and the womb of rebirth. And after that incredible fight of the darkness and standing for the right, we move through to Mahagauri, who is the radiance of inner purity. And she is white, 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 white. She is pure white compared to Kali, who is very dark. So, you know what? So, thank you. But still, in need of a hot day nap time. Thanks so much for being here. And perhaps that was a metaphor for reaching out to the stubborn as well. So interesting. Thanks, Heaney. I shall definitely think about that. Yeah, there's nothing, there's no mistakes. Enjoy your beautiful meditation, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you a bit later. Enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. So, Mahagauri, the radiance of inner purity, which literally means the great white goddess, symbolizing serenity, purity, and divine grace. After walking through the dark night of the soul with Kalaratri, we emerge softened and luminous, like dawn's first light. Mahagauri is that grace. She is gentle, compassionate, and beautifully still, like a full moon bathing the earth in quiet wisdom. She rides a white bull and holds a trident and a drum, representing discipline and rhythm. But her most powerful gift is peace. She reminds us that underneath all the struggles and transformations, we are inherently pure, whole, and radiant. In the sacred journey of the feminine, Mahagauri is the calm after the storm, the return to softness, the quiet knowing of the wise woman who has seen it all and loves anyway. Her essence is stillness, grace, compassion, the remembrance of inner divinity. And then we move on to the 9th day of NAVARATRI, which is the goddess of Siddhartri, who is the granter of spiritual gifts. And it usually culminates with a very big party. Well, very often it's the next day, tomorrow, the next day, the 10th day, is a big party which signifies and commemorates the triumph of light over dark. So into the last day of our beautiful wisdom here. And she has definitely the blessings of Shiva. So she just has these discs. I'm not sure what these discs are, that they really, I mean, I've had like, especially over this cosmic thing, like so many discs in my spine, so many gold discs between my chakras. I really need to go figure what they're actually for. But I am really, she is the bestower of the 9 CDs, which are that you can make yourself as strong as anything. You can be weightless. You can levitate. You can see with your eyes closed. You can make things materialize out of nothing. What else is there? I did say levitation. I'll have to get more clued up on the CDs. There's supposedly 8 CDs. That you have immense strength. There must be clear audience and all of those, but I'll definitely look up from the Hindu tradition what the CDs are. And she bestows the CDs on benevolently on those that have walked this path. So I'm enjoying the fact that I can just give grace and thanks to the Divine Mother, all these aspects of the Goddess, to move through into this next phase of our energy. Siddhi means supernatural powers or spiritual abilities. The Datri means giver, so she's the giver of spiritual powers. The Siddhatri is the one who bestows these divine gifts. She is the culmination of the feminine journey, the wise goddess who has integrated all forms, mastered the elements, and now sits in complete wholeness. She blesses her devotees with siddhis, not just mystical powers, but inner mastery, realization, and fulfillment. Depicted seating on a lotus or a lion, Siddhatri radiates calm majesty. She carries a conch, discus, lotus, and a mace, each symbolizing a different aspect of divine consciousness. She is the final goddess, the gift of completion, the reminder that your own journey through innocence, courage, creation, protection, fierce love, transformation, and peace is a sacred unfolding, and now we may all bloom. Her essence is of wholeness, mastery, divine gifts, fulfillment of the soul's journey. All that I need is within me. I am complete. Here we go. Ah, Victor, hello. I was just going to finish off now. I'm glad I didn't check if you were there today. I've been doing my stuff here, but I shall hopefully see you later tonight. So we will be here. We're going to, because it's the starting tomorrow evening or the 26th are the 9 days of Navaratri, which are the 9 aspects of the goddess Durga. We have done them a few times. It's not a very big celebration tomorrow, this one. It's more just an inner one for dedicated people. The main Navaratri is in September. Most people say, well, everybody says, well, who knows, celebrate that one. And the second biggest one is in March. The smaller, there are 4 in the year. But it's for me, it's very much like, yeah, I missed you all so much. I missed you very much. And Lindsay, it was just so amazing how she just held that energy. You've been gone a long time. So it was really beautiful. Yeah. That Lindsay held that energy so amazingly. But the show did continue, Victor, and we are looking forward to having you back and regular. You really have been missed. When did was it? Yeah, yesterday sometime you were on live. And then I heard you wouldn't be live this morning. So, yeah. Not really. So well done to your move. Lots of big things have been happening with the solstice. I hope things go smoothly and that you embrace it beautifully. I was just like, when I realized it was Navaratri, like straight after solstice, I just thought, I mean, you couldn't have planned this if you'd planned it. Couldn't have planned it any better. So it's, for some of us, it's just breathing slowly into, it's my great saying of take it easy, but take it, because the energies are, we jumping, boing, boing, boing. But this is almost like a little guide map. It's like Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey. And it is a goddess journey, but it's not just for women. Yeah, it's that the first is the great fire, the great awakener. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah. Awesome. Yay. I hope it's an even more beautiful studio. Yeah. So, yeah, so we can work with this very sacred number of 9 to just slowly unfold through the innocence, through the devotee, through the warrior, through the protector, through the, what is it's for men, it's the magician, the king, the sage, the wizard, the magician. So, oh, those are the 4, somewhere in that, not in that order. Obviously the hero. We're slightly different. You know, that's why we're girls and boys. We do carry slightly different energy. And the woman becomes the big nurturer, and then she becomes the defender of the weak and injustice, and then she becomes Kali as she gets older, and then she becomes pure white after her fight with the underworld, and then she just rests in her. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you've managed to spread your wings and move, so you can fly, or get on your magic carpet, whichever one you're going to do. Oh. Yeah, I'm very stifled. I have to make these plans in between this. Hey, buds. So I am going to love and leave us because I do have an appointment, and I'm just going to close it off with Om Mani Padme Hum. My big thing is, like, which I do usually talk about, is the kind of 3 things that we should be doing, which is a little bit of movement to get especially the base of our chakra and our spine moving. Doesn't have to be big. For you guys that want to go out there and do all the work, it's fine, but just some simple qigong stretching is really good. To do some mantra. Yeah, very nice. Thanks, Victor. And to focus on the Om or whichever mantra you're doing, and to breathe, to bring in the left and the right side, to bring in the fullness of the brain. So you see it's blocked. So let's just close off this energy, and I'll see you later, Victor. Thank you so much for popping in. It's been really beautiful to see you again. Lots of blue energy out there in the sky right now. And rainbows, but lots of blue energy. Everything's blue. So namaste and Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Oh, thank you. So yeah, don't forget to invite the goddess in at every possible opportune moment that you can remember to come and live within you. Thanks, Victor. Many, many blessings. Take good care, everybody. And thanks, anybody and everybody, for being here. Much love and light and namaste. And yeah, take it easy, guys, but take it. Many, many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye.